We just start from the top. 3, 2, 1. Hello. Why are you laughing already, Dennis?
Hey man, I was fixing my glasses. That's all I was
My
doing.
glasses.
I looked away.
Man,
I
it's
saw your
so
face
funny
and
when
I
you
started
fix your
laughing.
glasses, bro.
Welcome back to CicadaCast. This is the Skinny Malone in the Gang podcast, brought to you by Cicada Studios. My name is Dan.
I'm Bran.
I'm Dennis. I don't know what got me there.
I almost said a fake thing, but
I'm Dennis.
I almost pranked you. The audience almost got pranked.
Oh, prank.
Yeah, we took a break. For anybody that noticed, we took I think like a week or a week and a half off.
Maybe
like a week and a half, I think.
One. I don't know.
Yeah, we took a break. The fame got to my head.
Yeah.
I went on a coke binge.
Real God complex.
I leased a Ferrari, wrecked it, and then it just went bad. But we're back. We're back in action, and Dennis is giggly today. He's in a giggly mood. I'm going to call it out because he's not on camera. Hello, Dennis.
You weren't asking me anything. I didn't. Yeah,
I feel like I need to back up from the mic. Was that loud, everybody? Audience, was that loud? I feel like it was loud.
Yes.
We'll find
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, we will.
Well, we will, yeah.
Steve will find out when he's editing, and his ears are
Bleeding.
and he's convulsing on the floor. What have you guys been up to in the past 2 weeks?
Well,
I know what you've been doing, Brandon.
Tears of the Kingdom came out, so
Brandon got a new Legend of Zelda game.
So I'm playing a lot of Zelda.
I haven't played it yet.
Doing some designing. Doing some little
You have
side
been doing
gigs.
some designing. Steve
Yeah.
might put him up if he
Maybe.
gets the chance.
He might.
He might. He's very unreliable, though. What about you, Dennis?
It's been pretty busy at work.
Fucking these bitches.
Well, I went to Florida that
Oh, yeah. I
time
forgot
I
you went
told
to
you
Florida.
guys there.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
A lot happened.
yeah, a lot happened. Came back with a new car.
Oh?
Yeah,
Started
I
playing.
put two and two together when I was like pulling in the parking lot. I was like, Dennis's car in here. And I was like, oh, that's right. He was gonna go get a new car.
Well, that wasn't the original plan. I was just going there to like visit my grandparents, and my
Okay.
grandma being very pushy. She's like, "No, I'll get you a car because I know what I'm doing." Sure enough, she knew exactly what she was doing because they all fucking know her there. And they're like, yeah, here, have this.
No.
And it was like, yeah, you see, she's like slapping me. I told you to come here. I'm like, no, but now I gotta wait for
This
all
is the most abusive new car story I've ever heard.
Now lick the tires.
So now I'm waiting on that to like finish the transfer for the tag or whatever. Other than that, I've been playing Star Wars. Beat that last week.
Nice.
I thought that was the
And-
name, like Star Wars. Beat that.
Jedi Survivor. I beat that, and now
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for June and tomorrow. I literally told my coworker, hey, I gotta take my dog to the grooms tomorrow. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. Only reason I said that's because tomorrow's PlayStation's event. And it's at 4, so I'm leaving at 3 just to fucking see it.
Well, Steven,
Respect.
if you feel like you need to edit that out, you can. I don't know if your coworkers listen. Dennis is gonna. He's not gonna. He's feeling real sick. He's not gonna make it tomorrow.
He's got
Yeah.
a sick little
Yeah,
tum
I'm very
tum.
sick.
His little baby tummy's hurting.
Hey man, that might sound like something funny or like a bullshit reason, but my coworker is like 3 times as worse.
Yeah,
He
whoever
calls
that
me
is.
out for being late when I come in like at 7:15, 7:20, just because he comes in at 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, this is literally for what we both do. There's no reason for him to come in that early. I'm not gonna vent, anyways. How have you been,
He
Danny?
just likes
Yeah.
the smell of exhaust. Exhaust fumes.
Yeah.
I've been doing pretty good. A lot happened over the 2 weeks that I was gone. We did a huge job in Norwood. Brian, don't ruin our equipment.
I mean, we both were spitting it, and I saw it moving. I'm like, stop.
I saw the fear of God in Brandon's eyes.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
We did a job in Norwood, North Carolina. It was a I don't know. I didn't mean to make Norwood sound well. They sound like that, but
That's fair.
yeah. But
Never been, but I'll take your word for it.
we did the
Yeah.
entire exterior of a library.
That's
it,
cool.
It kind of went it was like a library, and then it went into a museum. So we just did all. It was a long job. It was a hot job.
I can imagine.
I'm literally tanned from it. I don't know if you guys can tell. I am a shade darker than when I left Norwood.
Steve, can we get a side by side comparison on the screen?
yeah, get a side by side. Can we get a
Make sure to put the SpongeBob episode.
Can we get an acceptance meter from Dennis of my darkness? It's gonna be at like at least a -1. Well, I did a job in Norwood. That was fun. I'll probably put pictures up, or I'll probably send them to Steve and he'll do it. And then we got back, and I haven't really did anything since that.
I guess you're talking about a library. Kind of brings me into something else I've been doing, just something I've only very recently gotten into. I've never been much of a reader, but I've been reading a lot of books.
Mm.
And it's been pretty enjoyable. Currently reading Dune, and it's super good.
I only saw the movie.
I've never seen the movie, so this is like my first Dune experience, and I'm like so engrossed with the world, and like I feel like I'm gonna be sad when I finish it, because it's like this is gonna be like the first and only time I get to experience this like as like a new thing.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I saw the original Dune movie like when I was a kid on TV. Like it was just on, and I was just running around, and I was like, that looks like something adults watch, so I'm just gonna not look at it. But I saw the new one, like the trailer and all that stuff, and I saw people like discuss it, and some people hate it, some people like it, but everyone says that the book is like the best thing that's ever come out of the Dune brand.
Well, I mean, I think that's for like most franchises that start off as a book. You got Harry Potter. Movies are good,
I don't know.
The books are probably better.
I think book readers say that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because for me, I can't imagine a book
I don't
better
think I
than
can,
like moving pixels.
Yeah, exactly. Like I get
and
emotional.
You can't read, so
That is true.
Like
that was
when
one
I watch
reason.
a movie, there's emotions to it. With a
Yeah.
book, I'm just like,
I can't imagine.
oh man,
like,
this crazy scene just happened. Like, how do you react
you
to
just
that?
sitting there imagining it.
Like,
At least manga is
oh,
like
no,
drawn,
this guy just got killed. Slaps the book down. Like, no way. Like, what do you react?
screaming, crying.
I think that's
Yeah.
part of like what I like about reading, though, is that it's like kind of like things are described, but ultimately like it's up to me, like in my own mind, like what things look like.
That's
fair.
That is very true. And one like a book is a way to like read a story at your own pace. Like a movie, like you kind of have to watch it all the way through. Like for me, like checking in like halfway through a movie is like I just got to restart
you can't do it.
But like a book is like, okay, what's happening this chapter? You know, I think that's kind of interesting. And I remember, I think your imagination is like the best part of a book. Like
For sure.
Because there are so many like Goosebumps books I used to read when I was a kid, and like that shit was terrifying in my mind. But like the TV show was like,
I think the TV show
the
got me more.
Readers Beware or something like that.
I think so. Or maybe just Reader Beware.
Boom, 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 boom. And then the dog's eyes turn yellow. And I go, but yeah, I think I'm a story like that seems like it would be really like good for the imagination.
Yeah.
Instead of just CGI sandworms and shit.
And I might, because I'm gonna watch the movie after I read the book, and I might actually go to a movie theater when part 2 comes out.
Oh,
depending on how what I think about the movie.
We finna catch Brandon in public.
We're gonna have to
In
get
a
Steve
movie.
to repeat that for us because I just heard him say that.
Yeah, Steve, can you give us some fanfare on that, please?
Might actually go to a movie theater when part 2 comes out.
Just to let people know, the only time he's seen a movie with us
Was
was with
Pokemon.
Detective Pikachu. And that was
one of the worst.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was one movie that I've never been in a theater, and I've seen every Fast and the Furious. I've never been in a theater and been like, I want to leave. But that movie, I was like, Dennis, why the fuck?
It was pretty whack.
I don't even think Ryan Reynolds could save that one.
no.
But yeah, just I guess the quick explanation, I just don't go to the movies. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
the thought of paying to be in a room full of strangers is just
I mean, that makes sense.
rough to me.
I've had like, I've been very nervous in a movie theater one time because 2 dudes came in and they were in all black and they had on black book bags.
Some goths.
and they and like one like just stood like by the screen and was just like looking at us. And
I probably would have started moving out.
I was like, "Are we gonna be Swiss cheese right now? What's?" And then he just walked out, and I was like, "Okay." But that was the most anal clenched I've ever watched Infinity War in my life.
probably would have laid down on like the sticky ass floor. They had to come like scrape me off.
I was legit like kind of like positioning myself, but yeah. But speaking of movies, one thing I did do over the break was I watched Top Gun Maverick.
It's a good movie. I saw it.
It was really nice.
It's a fun movie.
I actually think it was like one of my favorite watches recently. It was like pretty good. It was like really good. It didn't waste any time.
Nah.
There wasn't like any side plot that no one cared about. Like Tom Cruise, or is his name Maverick?
Yeah, it's no. I think it's like a code name they give.
Yeah,
him.
but like, what's his
Something
real name? Tom Cruise.
I
Tom
don't-
Cruise in the movie.
I don't remember.
He like saw his old, buddies from the first one, and he I think one of them died.
Well, yeah, I never seen the first one, but one of them had died when they were doing some testing, and
Yeah, so they kind of paid homage. Like the
Yeah.
first movie existed, but
then he's like, "Oh shit, the kid I'm working with is the son
yeah,
of his
Rooster's
best
son
friend."
or something
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, it was pretty good. The best part is the planes, obviously,
Yeah,
so that they make sure you get all of that. And it's
Mhm.
really fucking good. There's one scene. I don't care. Is there like spoiler warning for Top Gun Maverick? I guess.
it's like a year old already.
Yeah.
Nobody
Well,
gives a fuck.
There's the scene where Top Gun or Maverick is trying to teach them how to
Mhm.
like do the mission before they do it, and they're like, "We can't do it. We're not good enough." And then Maverick is like, "Well, I'm going to show you." But like right before then, they fired him from,
they fired
from
him
teaching him anymore because he was
uh,
too dangerous or wasn't
yeah.
productive enough or
And
something.
so like they got the other guy to teach the class. It's like, all right, we're doing this our way.
yeah,
And then Maverick just shows up on the screen.
yeah.
And they're like, oh
This
my
man-
god, is he about to do it?
This man GTA'd a jet.
yeah.
He literally went to the Meriwether base, stole a jet, and was
just to
flying it.
prove, yeah.
But that scene of him like going through and doing the shit, I was like, "It's actually kind
I'm
of."
pretty sure he
my
did
heart rate's
all
kind of
that
increasing
too
a little bit.
because, I mean, Tom Cruise does all of his shit. He knows how to fly that stuff.
Yeah, he was really in the plane. That's what
Yeah.
made it look really good. Like seeing him slosh
Right.
around. Like some
Yeah.
of the other actors, you can tell weren't, and like when they're in the plane, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
But like you can tell Tom Cruise is actually
Yeah.
Right.
flying, like getting G-forced in a plane. It was pretty good. I liked it. Ending was
Yeah,
fine. Everything was
was.
fine.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I would say like a 8 out of 10.
That's pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's definitely better movies. I think action movies can only be but so emotionally impactful, but it was pretty fucking good.
Yeah. The Fast series, 10 out of 10. Right?
10, yeah, literally. They've made 10. They're making 10.
Yeah, and I think the next one or this current one is supposed to be like in 2 parts.
Shut up, dude.
Nah, they're doing a 2-parter.
No, I think 10 is a trilogy,
Really? Is it
Yeah.
10?
which is
Okay.
which is so dumb because when they made Fast and the Furious 7, Vin Diesel said 8, 9, and 10 are going to be the trilogy. Like that was the trilogy, but they
Mhm.
weren't. And now they're saying 10 is the start of a trilogy. So we're going to get 10, 11, and 12. And they're filming they filmed 10 and 11 together. So
Okay.
what do you think they're gonna do this movie, guys? You think they're gonna go to a volcano, go inside of?
Probably.
They're gonna go to the deepest part of the ocean.
I think they're gonna like
Mariana Trench, baby.
interact with interdimensional beings.
One of their cars are gonna transform.
And
gonna
Diesel's
go
gonna open
portal
his
from
third
Mars.
eye, and
Get all doom on
he can
these
see the
things.
world in a
Gonna
way
go to
that
the
we
mirror
can't.
dimension like Doctor Strange. I
It's just geometry.
stop Universal.
Yeah.
Just
they really
maybe
do.
stop. Maybe stop at this point.
Mhm.
Like 10 is like a good number. Like maybe
Yeah.
just stop.
I
Maybe
mean, 10's a lot for
Like-
like
branch off into like
That's
Hobbs and
pretty
Shaw.
much Star Wars right there now.
yeah, pretty much like
Like,
I'll
what I
learn
would
out all
do,
Star Wars right
Like
now.
just branch off into Hobbs and Shaw and let him go around and punch people with his big muscles, and then like kind of just give Han like a few Tokyo Drift movies, and like that'll be like the only Fast and the Furious shit you get. And but those can be like actual street racing. Like this is just
like it's
Han
supposed
learning
be.
how to drift, and like
Yeah.
Han like give like a backstory on Han. I guess like this is how he learned how to drift.
Mm.
This is how he got involved with the Yakuza, like whatever happened in Tokyo Drift.
He got involved with the.
He worked I think his name was DK. No, his name was what he, I'm not gonna say it in the way I was gonna say it, but his name is like Takashi, I think, and he was in the, I think they were Yakuza. It was either Yakuza or Triad, but I think it was Yakuza. And
Jeez, I didn't know
that's
that.
what they were. That was the backstory of Tokyo Drift. I don't think anyone really knows that, but yeah.
I didn't at all.
I didn't
It
when
was
I
just
watched
that
it. Because they don't
American
really
guy
mention
moves there because his dad's there, so now he's getting into cars.
You're talking about Sean Black,
Yeah.
the high schooler with a beard. In Fast and the
That's
Furious,
right. They were at high school.
yeah, in Fast and the Furious 7, because technically 7 takes place after Tokyo Drift, because they retconned it in 6.
Yeah.
So like, Vin Diesel goes to see Sean in Tokyo after Han dies in 3, which is before 7, and technically Sean is still in high school because he was like a junior, so he would be a senior in that movie, and he's like got a full beard. And he's like more muscular because he's a grown ass man. And he was like, "When
It's
you
like you're
find him, what are you
looking
gonna
at,
do?"
Channing Tatum in 21 Jump Street.
Yeah,
If you've seen that movie.
I haven't.
Yeah, no surprise.
I just like make him like college. I don't get it. Like just make him in college. Why not just do that
Maybe they
instead
were
of
in
high
college.
school? No, it was high school.
Was it high school?
Yeah, it was high school.
Jesus.
Because his mom came and picked him up when he was in the principal's office, like an actual fucking child. But he was like 27. I don't get that.
I don't know.
Like, there's so many movies and like TV shows, especially anime, where it's like this is a story about a grizzled merc who's getting revenge on the people that killed his mother, but then he discovers that his mother was part of it and she led him here, and and then he finds it, and also
he's only 12.
and he's 16, and it's like, why just make him an adult?
Yeah,
Man,
I don't get that either. Like,
they could have just made him college. Like, he's like what, 20, 19?
and I feel like it automatically would just make so much media less creepy. Like, if it just
Yeah.
make it college age. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to be in high school.
Because if Sean is in high school, all the sexy little ladies in that parking deck when they were racing are either on a watch list or they're all also 16. Which, what are you trying to make me do here?
Oh my god.
Try to make a cuties number 2?
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that was Top Gun Maverick is 8 out of 10. That whole discussion came from.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm milliseconds from a Fast and the Furious rant all the time. Okay, if you ever catch me in an elevator and you're just like, man, one day
Don't
I
look
can't
in
wait.
the eyes.
just don't look me in the eyes, and don't. If I can smell that you've recently looked at Fast and the Furious, if I can smell a Fast and the Furious DVD on your person, I will. And that elevator's gonna have to be stopped.
I guess eventually you're gonna have to talk about the Fast and Furious fanfic.
That. Well, that's not. Well, yeah, I will. I can today if we want to. But I was gonna say, he calls it a fanfic to make me sound.
What else would you call it?
I don't know. Just a fanfic makes me think of like, and then Vin Diesel unsheath. Paul, I don't want to say. Well, whatever. He died a long time ago. Unsheath Paul Walker's massive BWC. They say you want to be family, right? Brian said, "I don't know, Rick." What was I gonna say? I was gonna say a thing, but oh yeah, I do want a future content update. Woo! Future Steven put at it. Future woo! I want to review. I want to watch all 10, and then review them in like a video form with my face. That will probably be our my face reveal, I guess. But we're already. I'm on the thumbnail.
I'm gonna
so.
wear a mask.
Yeah. I'm just gonna film it like neck down, like binging with Babish.
Right.
Do you watch him? Do y'all both watch him?
It's been a fat minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like,
I think that cooking thing kind of died out in the algorithm. It
Yeah.
doesn't get recommended that much.
I still
anymore.
I still watch cooking videos on YouTube, but like, I guess the like initial appeal of Babish kind of wore off for me. Like,
Yeah. I did what that some bitch can cook though.
oh yeah,
This shit makes me so hungry instantly, especially for burgers. When he makes burgers, I'm like, dude.
It's been a while since I had a burger.
I had a McDonald's earlier today.
A whole McDonald's.
Yup. I'm just that time I'm burning through that job money, just buying McDonald's every day. No, I pre-ordered F-123, That's all. That's
Yeah.
all I've really done. Well, and I had to re-buy Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PlayStation 5, even though I had the save on my PlayStation 4, and I guess it's like or moved the save
Transferred.
to my transferred, and then I bought GTA Online for the PS5, and it said it came with GTA 5, but they didn't say you had to buy it because you have to buy it, but technically it comes with GTA 5, but it's behind a paywall. So like this whole time, ever since I got my PS5, I thought I had Grand Theft Auto 5 in my PS5, and I was like, oh well, I'll just play that until F123 gets here, and then it was like $21, please.
We don't have enough money.
And I'm like, what? But I bought it, and I've just been playing the story mode. I don't play online. I do, but I don't care.
Yeah, I don't.
I
can't get into GTA like that anymore.
It's so sweaty. It's just like every lobby. It's just like you just hear explosions
Cause like
and you load into your apartment.
I guess like I did some of the heists and stuff, but really like what I enjoyed doing on like GTA Online was just like driving around with my friends.
Yeah.
Like I used it as like an open world car game basically.
I joined this one lobby where it was just full of car guys that like bought all the like RX-7s and Supras that were in the game, and they just like fixed them up and met in this parking deck. And I didn't have a cool car by then, but I just walked around with them, and like nobody was dying. Nobody had the missile bike. I don't think the missile bike was in that update yet, but like no one was like throwing grenades and shit. It was just like car guys being car guys. And I was like, you know, when the community really gets together, we can really make some magic happen.
Yep. GTA. I hate that shit. I do.
But
there was that whole method where like if you wanted to play with friends, where nobody would interrupt you, because if you're doing it like a small
a friend
job
only,
or
so
whatever,
yeah.
like people can interrupt you and it'll make it even harder for you.
And they
Right.
did that to make you pay instead of grinding.
Yeah, and so now like there was that whole method. It's just like I even remember doing it. Just as soon as you're loading in, unplug the Ethernet, plug it back in, and then it should make a private session where
A public private session?
where it still gives you the full benefits. Because if you're just playing it on a private one, I think it like halves it for you or something like that.
What if Grand Theft Auto 6 is like online only?
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me at that point.
That would make me scream.
That
Dude, I would punch air.
I mean, you would never be able to get anything done.
Yeah, I would punch air, dude. And like everyone just run around as that thick Mexican girl from the game, the Luisia or whatever.
I don't remember.
I think she's Puerto Rican.
I honestly don't remember.
I watched a GTA 6 theory video this morning. So I think someone said she was Puerto Rican. I just assume like Miami. I assume you're like Cuban or Mexican. That's usually
I guess I forgot about the leaks that like happened with it.
Oh yeah, she got a dumpy. That's all I know about the leaks. But anyway,
Would you watch the video where they're like in that convenience store?
yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, damn. They improved their female models at least. You're not running around as
She's
like
supposed
a
to be the like
bricked up
protagonist, right?
Yeah. But Brandon called me out, and I gotta say, it's not a fan fiction. It's not sexual. I just had a theory.
Fanfic isn't inherently sexual.
Yes, it is nowadays. I just had a theory for what would be a cool idea for Fast and the Furious 10. This is way before Fast and the Furious 10 came out, and I just thought, what if Fast and the Furious 10 was like a two-part? Because I was under the assumption that this was the last movie. So I was like, what if they did like a sippy soy two-parter like Infinity War and Endgame, where like the first part is called The Fast and the second part is called The Furious.
Okay.
So you watch Fast 10 and then you watch Furious 10 next, you know. And then but the idea was The Fast is more like street racing focused, and Furious is like the more like dumb nuclear warhead, Dwayne Johnson punching a nuke type shit.
That just reminds
so
me
it
of that
appeals
other
to both
scene.
fans,
Oh my God.
like when
Sorry.
they send it off, you know, like
Mm.
we're appealing to both of you. Like we hear the complaints that it's not about street racing anymore. Well, here's your street racing movie, and also for the people that just want to see sip Marvel soy sip, this is the Furious side of it. And I like the Fast part to like go through the story. Like the Fast is like the new enemy in this movie is like AI and like self-driving cars, because I feel like that's the future for cars, and I feel like that'll like speak to like kind of like car culture. Like we're all moving towards self-driving electric cars. Like there's no more V8s, no more V6s, twin turbo V6s, because like these electric cars are way faster and they shift way faster, and they're better than the old cars if they're unmodified. But like we don't want to admit it because my Supra goes burp, and I like that. But like you set the scene, all right. Dom is at I don't know what. It's so funny that they called that like racing function in the first movie it was called Race Wars. So Dom is at a race war.
I totally forgot about that, dude.
So Dom is at a race war. And it's him and Letty and Tyrese and Ludacris and all that. And you can have like a cameo, like you can have like a blue skyline there, but don't show it, you know. It's just Dom and he's getting ready for a drag race, and like this like blacked out car pulls up, and like the windows are tinted. You can't even see who's in it. And that'll be a callback to the first movie when Johnny Tran pulled up in that S2000 and it was blacked out and it was tinted. And Dom's like, I've been here before. I know what to do. I don't know why he's Sylvester Stallone, but you can replace him. It doesn't matter. Who cares? And Dom is in his black Charger, and he's like trying to intimidate the car, and the car's not moving. He's like, he's trying to intimidate him to get him to like burn off the line, you know, like to get wheel spin, you know.
But there's no driver.
The window rolls down, and there's no driver. And Dom's like, what? And then they go green, and then they drive off, and then the car just. And Dom is like, oh my God, I lost. And that's the plight of the movie, is that Dom lost his first race. He's never lost a race ever in the movie franchise ever. But this time he loses. And then he drives back, and there's no car. So like there's no pink slip to give, or like there's no side bet, you know, like no money to give. So he just so the car just drives off. And Dom is like, oh fuck. And then he goes back, and Letty's like, Dom, how did you do? And he's like, He could be honest and be like, I lost.
Damn computers.
He could be honest and he could be like, I lost. But he says, I won. He ran off. And then like we get a little glimpse into Dom's character. He's breaking. He lied. His pride is hurt. And he goes back home and he's like fucking he's mad. And then
throws his laptop against the wall.
Yeah. The laptop that fell out of Brian's car when he used too much NOS. He the black car's like following him for like the movie, and it's like following Brian and like following all the family, and they're like, have you guys seen this fucking black car that's been following us? And I'm like, yeah, we gotta find it. And then like Dom is like starting to have like problems with Letty because he's like not being honest with her, and she knows something's up, and he's already gone rogue in Fast and the Furious 8. So she's like, Dom, if there's anything you're involved in, you need to let me know this time, because I don't want to fucking have to punch nukes again. On an iceberg in a Lamborghini again, Dom. So what's the deal? And he's like, it's nothing. And then they like the fast is them like getting in their Supras and their Skylines, and they're trying to catch this black car, and they can't do it. Like it's just like it's too fast and too furious. And like the movie ends with like a kind of like a, not a somber, but like a, oh, they lost note, could, because it's gonna have a second part. So like the like final scene, they're like trying to catch it, and like the car just like guns and shit comes out of it, and it like turns around, and it like it's like going forward, but it like turns, it like pivots the wheels, and it just goes, and it destroys Dom's Charger for good. The Charger's gone for good, and Dom is like, he's like sitting by the Charger, and he's like, it's gone for good. The Charger's gone. And he puts it in the garage, and he never fucking repairs it. It never leaves the garage. This is it. It's done. It's sad. Cry. The Charger's done, and that car is a fucking tank now. And they're like, how we go? We got to change it up. And then the Furious is about them finding out who's behind these cars and stopping them. And then that's more like the action oriented, and it picks up right where it left off. Dom is in the intersection, and like this car is like driving off, and the police are coming because there's an explosion, and a terrorist has been found in the U.S. Dom, because he did steal Russian nukes. I feel like they just kind of forget about that. But like that happened. You stole nukes, Dom, with your face unmasked. So like,
I forgot about
so
that.
like he's in trouble, right? He's like, I gotta get out of here fast and furious. And then like, and then like the car, and like his charge is done. But then this white Skyline pulls up, and it's like, and then he gets in it, and you know who that is. It's supposed to be Paul. But I mean, they can show his face or not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like the whole like
But
deep fake
it's
shit is really
AI,
good.
and he talks to him through the radio.
No,
Okay.
it's a regular Nissan GTR, and it pulls up, and then they drive off, and then they get back to wherever, and then they have the Fast and the Furious formula where they do the planning, and it's like, how are we gonna get these cars, and blah 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 blah, and then like, oh my God, Giselle's back from Fast and the Furious 5, the Gal Gadot girl that died. Oh my God, she's back, and she's like, I have intel on how to get these cars. And then they're like, okay, so now they're gonna plan, and then they find out who's behind it. There's this company that's making these self-driving cars, and it could be like a Tesla knockoff or whatever, and it could be like an Elon Musk knockoff or whatever. And he wants revenge on Dom and his family because they did whatever in like Fast and Furious 6 or whatever. Their family was like in the plane that blew up or whatever. Who the fuck cares? This one's gonna be the very cliche action movie stuff. And he's built this company, and he's like he's made these self-driving cars for people to drive, but he's also been making these secret military cars that can take out the Fast family. And they're like, that's the guy that beat me. And they're like, oh, Dom, you lost to him. And that's when he reveals that he did lose that race, and that's why he's so mad. And Tyrese is in the corner like, we're here just because you want to get revenge on a car. Dom's like, yeah, that's why
Many deaths could have been avoided.
And then Dom's like, this car tried to kill me. This car will kill you. We got to stop it. And then Han's like, well, why don't we just steal him? Why don't we, instead of fighting him? Because, okay, so after that, they try to like go out and like chase the cars again and try to steal one, but they can't because the car again just goes. I'm like, we can't catch these cars. And then they're like, why don't we steal them? And then they like do some method where they like make some plan to like steal the car, like hop in the car or whatever while it's driving, and they can do some action scene where like they like flip the car and then like drop out of your like his car is a convertible, and he does a barrel roll over the car, and like mid barrel roll he unbuckles his seatbelt and slips in the electric car. The car has a sunroof, I guess. And then like Dom steals it, and then like, but he can't control it. Like the car's controlling itself. So they like, Letty and like, I don't fuck Ludacris, like get beside the car and like make the car stop, you know, by like
a pincer attack.
Yeah, and then Roman, Tyrese's character, like runs like that ramp car from Fast and Furious 6 into the car and makes it flip. Because Dom can't die anymore.
He falls back out of the sunroof.
Yeah. And then, so they steal the car, right? And now they have their own model. And then they use that car to catch other cars. And now they have their own arsenal of like electric self-driving cars. And they use that to, I don't know, attack a military base where the tech billionaire lives. And then they kill him. And like the tech guy's like, I've been watching.
He's like, oh, you killed me.
Ay, caramba. You really, that really hurts, Dom. And then I guess like Hobbs and Luke, not Luke, Jason Statham will like help them break into the base. They're like, how are we going to break into this base? And then Dom's like, we need to get some friends. And then Dom and Hobbs and Shaw. And his little brother from Fast and Furious 6. Remember him? Luke Evans?
Dead,
no, he's not. He's back in 8. No one dies in these movies.
Okay.
And the three of them, and you get their little moment where the three of them fight through the base and they clear it out. And they're like, okay, bring in the cars. And then they bring in the cars and they shoot up everything. And they kill the tech billionaire guy. And then it's like, Dom, I've been watching you ever since 2001 in the first movie. And I'm the reason everything bad has been happening. And you got rid of me. So everything's going to be good now. and then they have a barbecue, and then that's it. That's it. That's the Furious. That's how it ends.
I hope, like,
some crazy ass
for some reason, all I could think of, like, it's like Dom, like, in the first part, he's like trying to figure out how to like keep up with the cars and like technology, but he's just like taping computer components to like the car and like tape a sticker around to his forehead or something.
Like calculator on the windshield.
Yeah.
How does it work? I only drive muscle cars from the 60s. I don't know how this works. But yeah, that's my fan fiction, I guess you can call it. Turk, making me sound like a My Little Pony Sonic fan fiction writer.
Do you have a Sonic fanfic?
Never. I've never been into that. I
don't know. You're pretty big into Sonic, bro.
I've always hated that side of the fandom. I've always been the guy that's like, I like the comics and the games, and then there's the other side that's like, I like his fucking feet. And I'm like, we're not the same. We're built different. We're not the same. I like Casino Act Zone 2, and they're like, I like that little mini skirt and Amy wears. I just don't get it. They're furry cartoons. I don't get it. That's just something it's just like not even like a, like I can't even move it when I'm looking at stuff like that. Like, you know how you do that like little, you make your dick go.
Yeah.
I can't even do that when I'm looking at it. You know?
A little jump.
Yeah, I can't even make it jump. And like, they're like, Chris Evans can make it jump.
What?
But they can't even. He can a little bit. When he's in that Captain America suit, I'm like,
Okay.
damn, that's kind of.
So do you just like, are you constantly testing this?
Yeah.
Like just really trying to dissect your sexuality by
That's
like.
funny because that's actually true.
Like, let's just find out.
That's legit how I did it. That was my journey. I would look at like when I was a kid, I would look at like 50 Cent music videos where he's all sweaty and muscular, and I'd be like, okay, all right, here we go. Bro, I'd look at music videos. I'd be like, okay, and it just would never work. And I was like, oh well. And then
I'm not into that.
and then like the next thing would come on to be like that Beautiful Liar video by Beyonce and Shakira, and I'd be like, oh well, okay, stuff's happening now. but there'd be some times where I'm watching like a Marvel movie, and there's that scene when Cap is fighting, is it Crossbones?
Mm-hmm.
And he like, is it Crossbones when he like, he's like up against the wall. And he like kind of like breaks, and he like breaks the dude's arm or whatever, and then he like takes off his little gun things and throws them on the ground and like walks forward. I don't.
Yeah, I think that was when he was facing him.
He jumps during that scene. It's like, but that's really all it is. But in the very next scene, when Wanda's losing her mind because I got a thing for the crazy ones.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Like you shake weight over here.
Yeah, or like the door stopper. The yeah, yeah. But that is true. That's what I would do. That's how I found out. That's legit. I would like.
I think I found out pretty quick with Nicki Minaj's video, with the super bass video.
And you were pretty old though, and when that video came out,
I was like 10 or 11.
Dog, I was like 5.
What do you mean you were 5?
I was like 5 or 6 when I was looking at 50 Cent music videos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, because I didn't look at that shit when I was that little.
I was trying to figure out early.
Yeah, I just fucking watched SpongeBob and shit. I didn't like.
I did
I didn't
that
know what
too.
music videos were until like way later on, until YouTube came out.
I didn't know what those were either.
Yeah.
Like music videos were like the thing that came on MTV or BET.
Yeah,
Like I didn't know you could just like look at them.
When I don't know what the state of MTV is now, but like, because it used to like, you know, music videos all the time on MTV, and then they started having like more like reality TV, and then they had like MTV2, and then they started like showing music videos on there.
Yeah.
But I don't even know like
I think
Does MTV2 still exist?
I think they made a new channel called Fuse, and I think that's
That's
what
a
they do all the.
different company, I think,
Oh, really?
because they were both around at the same time.
Fuse, I think, is what ABC is.
Oh.
ABC Family.
Oh.
Yeah, because ABC Family doesn't exist.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But what were you saying about MTV and TV2?
I don't know. I guess that's like, I don't know. I was getting off on a different tangent about like, I guess that's where like I used to discover music before like illegally downloading stuff like with Napster back in the day.
Like I never. My first interaction with music videos wasn't through MTV, but it was through me like messing around with our Comcast controller, and like those Comcast controllers would have that on-demand button.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like, oh, let me click this, and then that's when I saw these lists of music videos that come up. I was like, oh, cool. Here's Psychosocial by Slipknot. Here's this by this other group, and I saw Nicki Minaj, and I'm like, that shit. I never stopped watching that video. It was over and over and over.
There's this one video. I think is it Pills and Potions? It's some video where she's like, it's like the worst green screen shit I've ever seen in 2012 or whatever when that video came out. But she's like got this long black hair, and she's wearing this like almost like wetsuit looking thing, but it's like nude colored, so it's like almost the color of her skin. And that video, that's a good one. And then when old girl Megan Thee Stallion came out, that's when I was done. There nothing can compete now. Remember when people got mad at that WAP video? I don't know how you could get mad at that. It's like a dude that's like for free. I just get to watch that for free. Like dudes are like, this is, man, these women are being bad role models to the kids. And it's like, yeah, because 50 Cent was a very good role model. Tupac was a very good role model. Ice Cube was a very good role model. Yeah, totally. We should definitely care about the kids now when we haven't for 25 years of damn near sex trafficking in these rap videos. But yeah, for free, that video was, I still look at it. I still don't, but I did for like a year. I just go back and just watch it and just angrily look at it because it wasn't happening in front of me. I want to go to one of her concerts. That'd be cool. I probably should do that. Go to a Megan concert. Mm-hmm. What if it's like all dudes and they're all like, "We know why you're here. I'm here for the same thing, dude."
Probably.
It's like being in like the dirty section in like a movie store back in the day, and you see another guy in there, and he's like, "Yeah, you know why we're back here." I'm not looking for the. Oh, I was looking for the Requiem for a Dream, and I came back here. Oh no, I was trying to find Goodwill Hunting, but I went back here. I didn't mean it.
Slowly creeping your way towards the back of the Spencer store.
Yeah.
It's like, oh cool, like, I like that shirt. It's like, oh shit's massive.
What's back there? I don't know what's back there. I actually don't.
Stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff.
Some things. Cool.
Yeah.
Some battery operated things.
Mm.
Yeah.
RC cars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Drones.
You've really never been to the back of a Spencer store?
No.
Really?
Why would I go? What isn't it? What is it?
No, because like if you just enter Spencer's, the front section just literally looks normal.
Yeah.
Right. But then like it's not like you're going through a separate door or anything. It's literally just open to the fucking public. But it's just adult stuff.
I think
adult toys and stuff.
Was there a Spencer's in the mall?
Yeah, I think there is. Yeah.
I think I like walked in it.
I think
and
it's
was
near
like,
the van.
I think I like walked in it and just looked around and was like, this kind of seems like Hot Topic but better, and then walked out. But I didn't know there was a back.
Yeah. You just literally keep walking back. And
But the lady that was working at the register looked like the type that would be in a store like that. She had like piercings all over, and she had like blue hair, and she was like tatted up. And I'm like, what? Not that you say that. That type of stuff is back there. That makes sense because she seemed like the type to be a connoisseur of RC cars and drones.
I think you're making assumptions.
I think you're being very presumptuous, Danny. She's getting that. She's working there to pay off her student loans for her lawyer degree.
Exactly.
She could have been. What if she's like, I'm a lawyer. Hello. Top of the morning. That's Irish.
Is it?
In a British accent, yeah. Well, one day I'm just gonna do the whole episode in a British accent.
Oh,
What do you think?
I might be gone for that.
yeah.
One.
Why not?
I'm bringing a sick note.
Because it's so. Because you're gonna be so
Yeah, I gotta
disgusted.
take my dogs to the groom.
You're gonna be. It's just gonna be me here talking to myself in a British. That's an April Fool's episode idea.
There you go.
But
Till next
no, I
time.
did not know that stuff was in it. Spencer's and
Mm-hmm. Well, now
I,
you know when you go to Concord Mills. Think of me when you go back there.
I see it'll be hard, but I'll try. I'll see if it jumps. What if I was like, Brandon, you definitely make it hard. Could we still be friends? I feel like at that point, if someone's like, "Hey, you're sexually attractive," I think it's like, all right, man.
I mean, I'm definitely still friends with people that have done worse.
Oh yeah, you are. I remember.
Shit. Really?
He told us.
What'd you tell us? What did I miss?
You don't.
Hold on. What?
Should we? I think it's fine. If you want to say it, you don't have to.
Give a gist. Don't say the full thing.
I was trying to go to sleep at this dude's house, and then like next thing I knew, they were on top of me in like Superman underwear, and I was like,
You don't remember this?
I was like,
not at all.
I was like, you got to get off, and like they thought I was playing. I was like, no, really, like,
Yeah.
and I went home because that was really awkward.
What the fuck?
I was like,
Yeah,
They just
that's.
like threw me for a loop.
I mean, I'm not like surprised because I've already know the story. But
mean, they
when I
were-
first heard it, I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get like,
You're not friends with them anymore, right?
we stopped talking after that for a while. Like, not necessarily because of that, just some stuff they were doing, and I was like, didn't really want to be a part of it. And yeah, I mean, I talk to them every now and then.
Have you ever?
I don't think I would ever.
Well, I know you have, but have you ever had a friend that's like of the same sex and they're like really attracted to you, and you're like, I just, yeah.
No, my best friend, he acts in the way that like normal male friends would act around each other.
So gay as fuck.
But yeah. But sometimes when like I think about it, it feels kind of
There's a little-
It feels a little real. But I know he jokes about it. But like he gets really into it. I'm like, whoa. Like
Sometimes
slow
he's
down,
shaking
Albert.
and he's
Yeah.
teary eyed.
Yeah, it's just
He's like, why don't you love me? And then it's like, that was weird, and he walks off. Yeah, I've been in that situation before where it's like I've had a friend and they were like they seem normal,
Mhm.
and then like you see like kick messages that they sent to like a girl that you are trying to date, and she's like, this is what your friend says about you, and it's like, whoa, there were some things.
I mean,
There were some things. And
I
I
feel
was
like
like,
you might need to clarify on they seem normal.
well, like,
As if like,
like they acted like a regular friend. Like I knew they were into guys, but they were just like a regular friend.
Gotcha.
Like they didn't seem like nervous around me, or like, and like I would make like those type of jokes 'cause we were friends, and they would like reciprocate, but they wouldn't like it seemed like they liked it, if that was the case, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I was talking to a girl, and I was like, she was like, do you know the type of stuff, because she was talking to him, and she was like, do you know the type of stuff he says? And I was like, yeah, why? Because we made those type of jokes. So she was like,
yeah.
no, these ain't jokes. And then she like screenshot some of the stuff, and I was like, whoa,
You
dude.
like called him up. You trying to hang out?
Like, I
Smash.
yeah, I was like, whoa, and then it was just awkward, and it was double awkward because I didn't know why I was more distant, and I can't tell them, so I was just like, and then I literally moved schools like the year after, so I was like, well, that's a crisis averted, not because of that, but just because,
That person probably thinks that.
well, I don't know if they know that their secrets were revealed. If they hear this, they will. Like, damn it, shit.
I guess I've also been offered money before.
I was kind of offered somewhere to stay, so I know what you mean.
Like, I did not accept this money, but like they offered me $1,000.
Just to clarify, I didn't accept this.
So, even though we did it, I'm not just, you can't buy me, okay? Yeah, that's, like, that's desperation on another level.
Yeah.
I've been offered kind of somewhere to stay, because I was like,
you really gonna put me on blast like that?
This was like senior year, and it was like, oh, we're gonna graduate soon. Like, what are we gonna do? You know? And I was like, I want to have my own house, my own car, have a career. Like, obviously, like 17-year-old dumb shit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I need somewhere to stay. And this guy that I didn't know. I knew him through like a friend of a friend. We were we were on the bleachers, but we weren't. But it wasn't like a football game. I think we were just outside doing shit for a class, and he was like, oh man, we should like bunk or like roommate or enough. And I was like, I don't even like know you, but I was like, yeah, sure. I didn't want to be like, I don't know you, no. So I was like, yeah, but like obviously I'm never gonna.
Right.
And then
like just trying to diffuse the situation.
Yeah. And my friend was like, yeah, that guy does that. He offers you places to stay, and he will probably have sex with you. He probably wants to have sex with you, because he was like what he'll do is he'll like, because he also sold weed, so he'll like be like, oh, like I sell weed, like come over and like, you know, like I can give you weed, or like I'll pull up on you and like, you know, give you weed. And he's like, that's like his icebreaker, I think is what the guy was saying. So like that's how he like breaks the ice and like tries to find out if you're like into that or not. And then he'll just sort of ask like, hey, live with me. It's like, whoa. Yeah, so he could have just been like, I'll give this guy a place to stay, but he also could have been trying to test the waters.
Dudes are scandalous, man.
I think people clocked me back in the day. I don't know why. I mean, I do say shit like Chris Evans makes my dick jump, but that's because it's true. But people also like just heavily assumed I was not straight. I don't know why when I was in high school. But like if you looked at me in high school, I didn't look like a stereotypical. So like I don't know where they were getting it from. And like I act like this, and like if I don't know you, like I'm pretty like kind of like stoic, and like I just kind of like I'm kind of soft spoken. I don't really talk that much. So like I didn't act like super outgoing, because masculine men can't be outgoing. You have to be stoic and depressed. So if you're outgoing, you're clearly into men. But like, yeah, I like what I had a girlfriend, and people were like, nah, bro, he's actually gay. And I was like, she was like, well, I know for a fact he isn't. And they were like, like, but like that started in middle school. Like, Jesus. Just dudes would just be like, well, I can't say what they would say in middle school, but they'd be like, man, you're gay. And I was like, no. And they were like, gay. I remember during like was it the EOCs, the end of course, or EOGs, end of grade, yeah. We had to go to another class and sit with that class while they did retesting in our room. So like I was just sitting with these dudes, and it was me and my friend, and we were sitting, and it was like 3 other dudes at the table, and like the 3 dudes were like, man, he can't sit here. And I was like, why not? Because my friend was friends with them, but I wasn't. And I was like, why not? And they were like, man, you gay. And I was like, no, I don't even know who you are. And they were like, nah, man, he gay. And then my friend was like, no, I don't think he's gay. And I was like, wow, Jalen, you really sold me on that one.
I don't know. I mean,
I think it's a carrot.
Actually, now that you bring it up,
I was like, thanks, Jalen. Thank you.
you still friends with them?
Kinda. Well, not the 3 dudes, but the Jalen.
Yeah.
I mean, if he hit me up, I'd be like, what's up? But I mean, we kind of parted ways after middle school, but
I was just curious.
yeah. He was just like, I don't think so. And I was like, what a response. And then in high school, yeah, it was just like, that guy's gay. And I don't know if it's like a light skin thing, because light skinned men are seen as like feminine all the time.
Yeah.
But that's in like, but that's more like a black community
Stare at
thing.
yourself.
I was feeling my. I have like a hangnail.
But that's more like the urban community. If you know what I'm getting at. That's more like a light skinned man of sissies. It's more that. But I don't know. But yeah. So maybe that's where all these dudes were like, come stay with me. You
Maybe.
little come yeah. I don't know, maybe that's it, but I don't know. But it was weird because in high school it was like I did hang out with females more because I was just kryptonite to dudes. Apparently because I was either gay or something, or I was the wrong shade at Forest Hills, if you know what I mean. So like, I would hang out with girls often, and like, they would be like, I don't even like, you seem straight to me. I don't know why they would, but like every time I hang out with dudes, it was always like super like, ah, dude, you're gay, bro. And it's like,
Fucking high school.
it
dudes
seems
are
weird.
So weird.
It was like so opposite. It was like hanging out with girls. It was like they would like do the kind of like stereotypical like talk about their feelings, like talk about boys, but it was like I don't know, it was just kind of like outgoing, and like I felt like I could be a dude more with them because they were like they expected me to. But with dudes it was like if I wore the like pants that were too like bright, they'd be like, nah, they're gay, bro. And that was during like the party rock like shuffle era. So like I'd wear like skinny jeans and like you know shit like that. And like that was cool. And like they'd be wearing the same thing. They'd be like, nah, dude, you're gay, bro.
I mean, I used to like straight up wear like a shirt in high school that had like a rainbow and unicorns on it. Like,
yeah.
I got called some names a lot. And I mean, on top of like I was like a big like emo kid, so I wore like eyeshadow and painted my nails and all that. More girl jeans, and
it was the punk era.
it was a time.
Yeah. The emo punk era. I mean if it's fashion, it's fashion. I don't know. I mean dudes now, because like the thing is, I wore skinny jeans and like people made fun of me for it. But then like the next year, that's when the party rock shit really took off, and like everybody was wearing skinny jeans and like booty chokers, and I was like, dude, y'all used to make fun of me for this shit, and now y'all wearing it. And I was on the dance team, and they were like, oh man, you're the do the dances, and I'm like, you're the guy that called me gay. But yeah, and now like I mean like Lil Uzi Vert will wear like pink nails and like a like shoulder top where like your shoulders are out, and wear like long like pink hair, and like and do the dance and like that dance he does on stage, and it's like okay. Just like a real hood guy. It's a real gangster guy. But I mean I guess he's stepping out of that box, you know. He's being different. He's not being a NLE Choppa or a XXX Tentacion. But he was also kind of weird. He had like blue hair and like chokers. It's really like a rock thing though, isn't it? Yeah. It's like a rock star type of thing.
Counterculture as a whole, I guess. Like,
one of the sickest things I heard, not to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
There was a guy, I don't know if it was Journey or I think one of the lead singers of like one of those bands back in the day. He would wear this shirt of the girl he fucked right before his show, every show. So like Journey would wear like these like girly ass shirts, and they called him like, oh dude, why you wearing that girl shirt? And he'd be like, this is the girl I had sex with on the tour bus. And I'm like, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it does go kind of hard.
It's hard as fuck, bro. You walking around in a girl shirt, and I'm like, why you wearing that shirt? I just had sex with this girl on my tour bus, on my tour bus. After doing some blow. Like, all right, well, all right. I mean, that's why you're wearing it. That's cool.
That's fair. Good point.
I don't know if it was the Journey guy though. I do not know. It was somebody. I don't think it was the
That
AC.
sounds believable either way. As some rock star would do it.
Yeah. But, you know, if you wear skinny jeans, you're a beta male. If you didn't know that. You're not an alpha. Modern fashion is weird. Because, like, back in the day, like, I felt like fashion was supposed to make you look more wealthy than you are, you know? Like, guys that wear, like, chains and, like, expensive-looking pants and expensive-looking shoes. But I've noticed that, like, on TikTok, now kids wear, like dad golf pants. And,
it's weird, bro.
And, like, and they'll, like, wear, like, a sweater and, like, tuck it into the golf pants and wear, like, a leather belt from Belks. And then they'll wear, like some like Skechers, and the comments is like, oh, drip, and I'm like, what? No. That looks bad. Why?
Gen Z fashion's a trip.
It's fucking weird. I don't get it.
I mean, some of it goes hard, but like a lot of it, I'm like,
The celebrity
bro.
shit can go hard sometimes. Like A$AP Rocky has some pretty nice fits. Travis Scott can like fit pretty well, but he's also a millionaire. So, but like kids, like this one guy, he had on like a lime green jacket. Well, it's already too loud. He had on a lime green jacket, like a tie-dye shirt underneath, and he had like some jean shorts, and he had like those compression tights I wear, but on one leg. And then he had like some weird fucking like Adidas on. And the comments was like, oh man, but like the TikTok wasn't about his drip, it was about whatever. But they were like, oh man, he dripped out in this, man, he dripped out. And I'm like, buddy looks homeless. He looks like he got dressed in the dark. I'm old fashioned. Just give me a Chicago Bulls jacket, a black tank top, some skinny jeans, and some red Air Force Ones. That's all I need. Yeah. Very simple, and a little gold chain to top it off. And some cologne and a little hat. There you go. That's all I need. But that's old man drip now. That's old. That's gonna look ugly to kids now. Like if I wear that, my future daughter's gonna be like, oh my god, that's so old man, Dad. I looked at the battery. It's about to die, so we got to wrap this up.
Is it really? What's it at?
It's at like 30, 20,
I was
25.
gonna ask if you were like speaking your future daughter into existence.
Yeah,
But that's
I do that a lot. My kid's gonna have to be a little girl because like,
because you know what you're like.
Oh my god.
no, because because whenever I talk about my future kid, I always say her or she or her. So like my mind just subconsciously wants a little girl. I'm not from Texas, Brandon. Don't you give me the raised eyebrows like my joke is worse than yours. Okay, we have to cut that one. Okay, we can cut this, but did you hear the weird shit he said about his daughter?
No, I didn't.
What is that?
He was like, I'm butchering it, but he was like, I mean, it's gonna get cut, so I don't care if it's accurate. He was like,
I fuck her.
Oh my god.
He just says it. He just says it. He's not even like trying. He just like, I'm sorry, that killed me. He said some shit like they were like, oh, your daughter's surpassing you in like fame or whatever. And he was like, oh yeah, you
Pass
know.
me a miles on them.
He was like, basically he just said like, yeah, she's really famous because she's really hot or something like that. And it was just like a weird thing for a dad to say.
He's like, yeah, I said.
Yeah, like he's just like, He's just like in an interview, and he's just like, oh yeah, well, you know, when we have sex on the tour bus, and they're like, and everyone gets quiet, and he's like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Came in like a wrecking ball. Came in and drained my ball.
Best of both worlds. Best of both holes. Go put your wig on. I want. Okay. All right. That's it. Bye. This was the episode. We're gonna get back to regularly scheduled programming. We took a little break.
Man.
Yeah, I fucked. Yeah, I said I'll do it again. I swear to fucking God, I'll do it again. Okay. Steven, put in the music. Good outro. My name's Danny and this is Brandon Dennis. Bye. Goodbye. All right, here we go.